Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose, what do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? Hopefully my camera is better today. I don't know. Hey King Snurgle, Luna, how you going? Pat, how you going? Alex, how you going? Carl, how you going? I am Kai, how you going? Geoloft, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Teresa, how you going? Gen X, how you going? Dana, how you going? Okay guys, we're going to go into the news. There is breaking news too. It does seem that there's a lot of breaking news, okay? Just bear with me. I'll get through that. I'll get to Klaus later. Julie Kelly said breaking. Chris Wray, when asked twice, would not say whether FBI agents, informants dressed like Trump supporters were inside the Capitol before the doors were open on January 6. Release the tapes. Major kudos to Rep. Clay Higgins for confronting Ray on the use of informants on Jan 6. This was an easy no from Ray, and Thompson, the alleged truth finder of Jan 6, tried to cut off Higgins' questions. I think that says like a lot. Dinesh D'Souza said massive update out of Arizona. Okay. Katie Hobbs has been declared the victor. Carrie, I think, was going to sue. Oh, what a mess this is. This lady runs the voting, and she's also running for oh my goodness, how can this be real? It may not be done for Carrie Lake, who was defeated by Democrat Katie Hobbs to be the next governor of Arizona. That's what I meant, governor. The contest was so close that by state law it may go to a recount, Fox News reported. Lake is a former TV news anchor who stepped down last year after 22 years with a Fox affiliate in Phoenix to run for governor. Thanks in part to her strong support for former President Trump and his unproven claims that, okay, Trump heavily endorsed and heavily backed Lake as she narrowly won the GOP nomination over a candidate backed by term-limited GOP Governor Doug Ducey. Lake highlighted her common-sense conservatism as she centered her campaign on the issues of border security, homelessness, banning critical race theory in Arizona classrooms, support for school choice, and opposition to abortion. Democratic Secretary of State Katie Hobbs has defeated Republican Kari Lake in Arizona's race for governor. I'm sure she did. NBC News projected Monday. Of course they did. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. Hobbs' victory is key for Democrats in presidential battleground, though the closeness of the contest left the result up in the air for nearly a week. It didn't take anyone else a week to count their votes. Isn't that strange? A record number of early ballots were dropped off on Election Day in Maricopa County, officials said, which had to be processed in a more time-intensive manner that includes signature verification. Maricopa County, the state's most populous, said Sunday that it estimated that its count was 94% complete after receiving a historic 290,000 of those early ballots on Election Day, the outlet added. Soon after the race was called, Lake responded on Twitter by saying Arizonians know BS when they see it. Lake spoke with reporters last week and wasted little time in setting the record straight when asked about potentially being picked to run to be Donald Trump's 2024 running mate. Lake spoke with reporters last week and wasted little time in setting the record straight when asked about potentially. Why is this in here twice? Look, you can see what I'm not reading things twice. This is in there twice, the exact same paragraph. Who wrote this? I'm going to do 2 terms. I'm going to be your worst freaking nightmare for 8 years, and we will reform the media as well. We're going to make you guys into journalists again, so get ready. It's going to be a fun 8 years. A reporter went on to ask Lake, just curious, your attorney mentioned maybe a possible silver lining with the issues that you'll be able to move about town and kind of shake hands and talk to some of the people in line. Could you elaborate on your plans later? This does not make sense. We're going to encourage people to stay in line. We're going to vote and stay in line, and the people of Arizona would walk over hot coals and they would walk over broken glass to vote today. And I know that they stand in line for a couple of hours. If they have, they will stand in line. I don't know how this is written very strangely. Sorry, guys. And they will vote, and the message to the people of Arizona is do not get out of line till you've cast your vote. Said again twice. Okay. Where is the... Over the weekend, Lake broke her silence after police responded to suspicious items that were mailed to her during her campaign headquarters. In response to questions from reporters, the former Phoenix area newscaster said some staffers were exposed to white powdery substance before police and the FBI were summoned. Okay, so look, she can contest it, I do believe. After all that was just, what a BS article. Sorry, I know it's from a conservative brief, but oh my goodness. The nasty Italian said FTX donated $40 million of phony money to elect a phony president, a bunch of phony Democrats, and then filed bankruptcy right after midterms. How's that? They also had a Ukrainian fund in there or something, I don't know. Allegedly, I have no idea. Laverne Spicer said Katie Hobbs has to sign the paper that certifies her as governor. Just let that one sink in a minute. Katie Hobbs has to sign the piece of paper that certifies herself as governor. Jack Posobiec said it's going to get worse. It will, because there's even bigger things happening. If you look at Poland right now, someone has shot a missile to Poland or something. The Wind Doctor said Kinzinger's wife was Mike Pence's assistant for 3 years. Do you get it now? Oh dear, the Illuminati bot said the vast majority of people do not know that Osama bin Laden worked for the CIA in the 1980s. Did you know that? In case you didn't, I just thought I'd throw it in there. Matt Wallace said Elon Musk is so dedicated to fixing this platform, he's sleeping at Twitter headquarters every night. The previous CEO, Parag Agrawal, barely even showed up to the office. So he's trying. We'll see how it goes. Vic and Nance said, just received an email, says the people of Arizona demand new election or they're shutting the state down. Maybe heading to Arizona. Time to stand. Enough is enough. I'd be wary of this. I'm just wary because I believe this is what they want. They want Republicans to get angry. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty angry myself, and I'm not even in the US, but that's just BS. Baron of Burleigh says it's now 100% confirmed that Democrat 2022 campaigns were funded in full, plus extras by laundered donation kickbacks. How would you not know, them? Using FTX as the carrier vehicle. This should be the biggest news story in the world media right now. I think maybe that's why Poland copped what it did. I don't know. John Godemsky said Australia's biggest toilet paper manufacturer has been hit with a 300% increase in its power costs. This is Labor management. Now watch toilet paper go up to, God knows, $30 for a bunch of toilet paper. Cat Turd said if Katie Hobbs can be in charge of the vote count of the governor's race in Arizona in 2022, can Donald Trump be in charge of the vote count in the presidential election in 2024? Seriously, what's the difference? I'm wondering too. And Jack Posobiec said we're in the unravelling now. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. You can see it all starting to just come apart for them. And it does look like we're coming apart, but that's not what's actually happening. They're not reporting the truth. Tim Young said Kari Lake should not concede, and I agree. Do not concede. Ian Miles Chong said, if it wasn't for Twitter, would any of us even know about Hunter Biden's laptop, the FTX scam, or the weirdness surrounding Paul Pelosi's assault? And, with Paul Pelosi, it kind of makes me wonder, was he another Ed Buck? Does anyone remember what Ed Buck, the guy who was drugging young black men to have relations with them and killing some of them? I don't know. I just wonder, they all seem to go in these circles. So Malcolm Roberts said, so Novak Djokovic was the threat last time he tried to come to Australia, but isn't this time? What a clever virus this is. He's apparently allowed in now. After all that hoo-ha about a couple of months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, he's now allowed in. Does it make any sense to anybody? Mate said, if you owned a small or medium-sized business or even worked in one, why would you contemplate voting for Dan Andrews? What occurred to I Cook Foods and Ian could happen to anyone. The most shameful act towards the business outside what Dan did in the pandemic. And for those who don't know, it's called Sluggate because the health minister went in and put a slug inside a competing business and shut them down for it. That's how dirty they are. Australians versus the agenda said breaking. For some reason, it doesn't make any sense at this point. Federal Health Minister Mark Butler has just announced the order of 4,700,000 more doses of Pfizer COVID vaccines, which will be dispatched in Australia over the coming weeks. No idea why. This inside paper, just in, Russian missile has struck Poland, Zelensky says. Do you believe him? I think it's you know what I'm about to do, a false upside down. That's what it is. Peter Sweden said, what is Klaus Schwab doing at the G20 summit together with world leaders? In case you missed it, an article on the World Economic Forum said that there are rational reasons to implant tracking chips in your children. No thanks. He's there pushing the agenda. There's more on Klaus Schwab, believe me. It goes deep into where his family and where he comes from. Senate taken the P. Breaking, the UN has been denied access by the Andrews government to scrutinise elections on polling day. The Secretary-General has commented this type of activity is common in Cuba, North Korea, and some African country you've never heard of. Dan swears he acted appropriately. I bet he does. Can't believe I had to explain this one. Might turn this account into a DD appreciation account and just tweet magnificent boobs from tomorrow. And it's in response to, that's the whole point of the joke that Dan's mates, the CCP, are even dodgier. I don't know, was that a joke or something? Backroom Baz says, breaking, Albo's first meeting with Communist China Party leader Xi Jinping confirms reports that the chairman will sign a new deal tying Victoria to a long-term Belt and Road deal. Oh, dear God. How long has it taken to get to that precipice there? I'm looking over it every day. Chuck Costello said bombshell report FTX balance sheet contained investment titled Trump Lose, GWP. Interesting. Well, they were, donating to the Democrat Party, so why not? Tim Young said, shocker, the person running the election in Arizona won the election in Arizona. Who would have thought? I actually didn't think that was going to happen, but then again, I'm wrong sometimes. Ian Miles Chong said, I'm so confused why every Conservative is attacking Ron DeSantis as a fraud and a Liberal and a fake Conservative. He's done everything to push the Conservative agenda in Florida and not once has he backed down from it or changed course. What the? Okay. I wanted to clarify on this. I am behind Ron DeSantis with what he is doing in Florida. I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with most of what he's doing. Just people have found little links here and there, that's all. I still think he is working with Mr. Trump, and I do think they're having, they're playing the media and the Dems by this little argument thing that was going on, or the little, digs. I really do think they're both involved. They know what's going on, and it's flushing out more of the deep state, if you want to put it that way, because they're all, everyone who's starting to get back behind Ron DeSantis, who wasn't before. They hated him before. Roller said, I keep thinking that some evil manipulated the weather to get this outcome. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, it's loud. Scenes in parts of Australia right now. Looks like we're having a bit of a storm on our own over here. Okay, here we go. Goldstein. Who is Klaus Martin Schwab? Wikipedia does not name his parents, which is a red flag. He was born, 30th of March, 1938 in Ravensburg, Germany. Okay, let's go in a bit deeper. Where is this guy from? 2 degrees, economics and engineering, both from Swiss universities, and a Master of Public Administration from the J.F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard. 17 honorary doctorates from all over the world, like London School of Economics. Other sources give away a little bit more. He has a father named Eugen, who was a factory director in a subsidiary of a major Swiss company called Escher Wyss, Swiss industrial company with a focus on engineering and turbine construction in Ravensburg, Germany. Eugen was born 1899 in Switzerland but had a German passport. Nothing about his mother except that both her parents were Swiss. Klaus grew up in Ravensburg, Germany, close to the Swiss border, and in Au near Zurich, Switzerland, where he spent 2 years in a Swiss primary school from 1945 to 1947. Then he moved back to Germany. There he attended the Spon Gymnasium. Sorry if I said that wrong. Okay, in the book, I can't even pronounce that, Host of the Mighty, Schwab talks a bit about his youth and his upbringing. There we learn that Eugen Schwab tried, out of Germany, to apply for a Swiss citizenship, but it was denied by the Swiss Federal Court. This trauma was the reason why Klaus Schwab, after over 50 years living in Switzerland, never applied for a Swiss passport. This is still news today. During World War II, Ravensburg was a distribution centre for Allied prisoners of war, and his father was active with the Red Cross as a German citizen. Helped to set up an agreement with the Allies that cities that were not in defence industry would be no target for airstrikes. Around 1957, at age 19, he went back to Switzerland for good, and from 1958 to 1966, 8 years, he was on an educational fast train, finishing all his degrees, summa cum laude. He worked for Escher Wyss in Zurich, was the assistant to the CEO of VDMA, Association of Mechanical and Plant Engineering, in Frankfurt, went to America for his master's, and got to know Henry Kissinger and Kenneth Galbraith. So he was extremely well connected. Back home, he received the Doctor Honoris Cause, University of Bern. What a CV. Now things really sped up. Back home at the age of 30, he went straight to the board of Escher Wyss in Zurich, where he was responsible for integrating Escher Wyss into Sulzer AG, and in his spare time he was a professor at, oh my goodness, I can never pronounce these things, this centre industrial place in Geneva. Then suddenly, after 2 years, he decided to ditch it all and start the World Economic Forum on the 24th of January, 1971. Ever since, he gets tax money for the WF security in Davos, draws in army and police from all over Switzerland to make sure no one dares to gatecrash the private party. The WEF lasts 4 days and costs around 43 million Swiss francs in tax money. That includes army and police. Every now and then there is some resistance from a bunch of clowns, but that's obviously controlled opposition. They make sure no one in his right mind wants to be part of it, so the sham continues today. Oh, they're literally dressed up as clowns. Okay. In 2020, he wrote a book called COVID-19, The Great Reset. The paperback was published July 20th, 7 months into this thing. So the question is still wide open. Who is Klaus Schwab? Let's try to find out. One detail caught my interest. As mentioned, Schwab went to a primary school in a place called AU. It's a small town between, oh my goodness, Wiedenswil and Horgen on Lake Zurich. Not much to see here except AU is not only the name of the village, but it's also for a peninsula with an interesting history and a stately home called Chateau. Is it supposed to be pronounced I don't know. The peninsula has been in the hands of the same family for over 400 years, starting in 1650 with General Hans Rudolf Werdmüller, wealthy Swiss family of silk manufacturers from Zurich. Wow. He made his fortune during the 30 Years' War and was also working for the Phoenicians. Wikipedia tells us that he has a brother called Hans Georg Werdmüller and that he was the uncle of Johann Heinrich Rahn. Remember this name for later. Jeez. Johann Heinrich Rahn was the mathematician and has written a book called something algebra. It was published by Johann Jacob Bodmer. These names link us to one of the oldest private banks in Zurich, Rahn and Bodmer. Note the checkerboard golden cross and 404. Family Rahn, family Bodmer, and family Vitamin. I don't know. These family names are sounding a bit, I don't know. The Brodmuller? Mueller? I don't know. Back to the peninsula. In 1887, Baroness Fanny Mossa Salzer AG, the widow of a wealthy watch merchant, Heinrich Moses, bought the house and estate and sold it in 1970 to Hans von Schultes Bodmer and Helene Bertha Schultes Bodmer. Sorry about saying that strangely. I'm trying to pronounce them correctly, and I don't know if I am, but anyway. Hans was board member of Escher Wyss, Braun, Bavarian C. This links us to Klaus Schwab's father. The Bodmer family is an old Zurich family, 15th century, and made their money as silk manufacturers. Back to Klaus Schwab. During his 2 years in AU, 1945 to 1947, family Schultes Bodmer was the owner of the estate, I speculate that Klaus and his parents may have been living as guests of the castle. Some people live in castles, wow. Jenny doesn't give us any siblings for Helene Bertha, but My Heritage gives us 3 known siblings, Hans Conrad Ferdinand Bodmer, Henry Martin Leonard Bodmer, Abeg, and the youngest Martin Bodmer. I check out Martin's thing, it started to get interesting. Wikipedia calls Martin a Swiss bibliophile, scholar and collector. He's famous for the Bodmer Library Foundation. Is that supposed to be foundation? Martin Bodmer? I don't know. In Cologne, just outside of Geneva, he collected books and papyri, known as the Bodmer papyri. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The Bodmer family crest is identical with the logo above, which was that, the family crest thing. This one. Where am I? Okay, there I am. Heir to a fortune from silk manufacturings, Martin Bodmer was born 1899, the same year as Schwab's father, and the youngest of 5 children. In 1927, 1 year after his mother's death, he married Alice Neville, Neville, with whom he had 3 sons and 1 daughter. At the age of 19, he started assembling a library of world literature. By 1939, he collected some 60,000 volumes. Not much is written about his education, but he was the vice president of the International Red Cross, linked to Schwab's dad, from 1940 until his death in 1971. Because his collection of books would become too big, he decided to relocate to Cologne, and Bibliotheca Bodmeriana was inaugurated in 1951. The foundation website states, note the several adjacent parcels of land that covered over 50 hectares. During this time, Bodmer settled for good in Cologne, where he had acquired and consolidated into a single estate around the Gautier countryside, the so-called Grand Colony. Several adjacent parcels of land that covered over 50 hectares in all. One of those parcels, the Villa Hackius, was transformed into 2 pavilions for the library in Zurich. 50,000 square metres is a lot of land in a small country like Switzerland. The red area on the map shows the approximate size. Why is that important? Because Cologne is home to a lot of spooky people and institutions like the WEF headquarters and Klaus Schwab. So there's the massive amount of land. That looks like it goes underground. Anyone else think that? Why do I think that? I think there's more underground. The foundation, Martin Bodmer, is a 15-minute walk away from the WEF headquarters, and Schwab himself lives next door to the WEF estate. Could it be that the huge headquarters was built on Martin Bodmer's land? If yes, we have another connection. Martin Bodmer Neville was not only a collector but also a publisher. He launched in 1930 a bi-monthly literary review which published the year's best writing in German, with guest writers like Rilke, Thomas Mann, R. Kasner, and, oh my goodness, my mouth, Hofmannsthal. Oh, you can see it. Copies can still be bought online. What was the name of this review? It was called Corona. Martin Bodmer died 31st of March 1971, 1 day after Klaus Schwab's 33rd birthday. In January 1971, the same year, Klaus Schwab started the WF in Cologne with the help of his assistant, Hilde Stoll, who later became his wife, links us to Otto Stoll. They got married in the Sertig Valley near Davos. They have 2 children, Nicole and Oliver Schwab, both working for the WEF. Of course they do. Not much is known about Martin's wife, Elsa Neville, no photo or bio, which is strange. All we know is that she's the daughter of Henry Adrian Neville. The name Neville links us to International Red Cross, Escher Wyss Escheweiss, Brown, Bavaria C. Her father had two brothers, Albert and Robert. One brother, Robert Neville, ran his father-in-law's paper factory in Cham near Zurich, together with his brother-in-law, industrial magnate Karl Martin Leonard Bodmer, called Leo. Online, there's not much information available, but what is known that he lived in a grand house in Zurich, which is now owned by the Swiss RE Group, lead insurer of the WTC attack. I finally managed to find one single photo of Leo. This photo shows an uncanny resemblance with Klaus Schwab. See for yourself. It does. Goodness. Leo Bodmer was born 1880, and in this picture he is 57 years old. It was taken September 1937, 6 months before Schwab was born. What is the connection? I think there's a definite family connection. Jeez. Leo Bodmer could be his father, his uncle, who knows? But we've seen the same names appearing again and again. Harrow Bodmer, heir to the family fortune 1930 to 2015, adopted in 2012 his only grandson, Henry C. Bodmer, so he could keep the name and the money in the family. He only had daughters, and the surname of that Bodmer branch would have disappeared. The show must go on. In the meantime, he got married to an Atkinson, linking us to the oil business in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But why the surname Schwab? Is it a family name? The word Schwab was and still is used as an ethnic slur for all Germans. In Poland, the word Schwab describes a person that is hardworking, but it's not seen as something positive, but as a sign of greed. So a Jewish thing? In my opinion, he uses the name Schwab, firstly, to make sure none knows who he really is. Secondly, to deflect from the fact that WF was not created by a German but made in Switzerland. That would explain the sob story about his dad and the Swiss citizenship. That storyline is lame. His dad was from the families with extreme influence, and Klaus Schwab never applied for Swiss citizenship because he probably already had it. One thing is for sure, the so-called elite are all related, and one of their poster boys is Klaus Schwab. Like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, Schwab is so highly ranking in the Phoenician Navy, he doesn't even have to pretend he isn't a fascist. He's been completely transparent in his desire to subjugate the masses even further via undisguised tyranny and oppression. So there's links all over the place, really. And families marrying within families, and even that Mike Pence thing, his wife being someone or other. Oh, my goodness. You don't know how much they're linked. So, Samantha Maiden said, breaking, the ABC's health expert, Dr. Norman Swan, has been forced to issue an apology after falsely linking the death of the late Senator Kimberly Kitching to COVID-19. She never tested positive for the virus. Carrie Lake says, Arizonians know BS when they see it. Alexandria Marshall said, anger towards the unjabbed is growing. It's a very human thing to persecute those who had the strength to refuse something that later turned out to be dodgy. The jealousy of the ones who got it is manifesting as hate, which is sad. Cernovich said the Washington Post is conspiring with politicians to create hoaxes, even going so far as to violate clear terms of service. Because what they're doing is they are... Okay, let me read it. Then I did my test again with the permission of a US Senator Edward J. Markey, DMAS. In a few minutes, I got a blue check mark on an impersonation of the lawmaker who has for years scrutinized tech giants in the Senate. So they're admitting that they are posing as someone else. Ed Markey said a Washington Post reporter was able to create a verified account impersonating me, or I'm asking for answers from Elon Musk. So they organised it and got this guy to... Okay. They're trying to smear him, obviously. But they've just admitted to impersonating someone else. Who did this? Election Wizard said, did you know in 2021, Nevada amended its election laws? Now mail-in voting is universal and permanent. Voters are not required to ask for mail-in ballot. The state is required to mail each voter a ballot unless the voter opts out. Everybody, opt out. Have you heard Nevada's new law legalizes ballot harvesting? In Nevada, a voter may authorize another person to return their vote by mail ballot for them. So they just made it legal to do this. Wow. Sam Bankman-Fried, that guy who ran FTX, was a Democrat, not just any Democrat, the number 2 donor after Soros, a vocal proponent of the regulatory state, also a fraud like the regulatory state, which illegally bribed to target others but not him. This isn't libertarianism, it's the exact opposite. And Matt said, your libertarian cult is responsible for this mess. You should take responsibility for what you have wrought. Oh, dear. And I don't know what's going on with Lauren Boebert's house. I don't know. Massive development. When was this from? This might have been a couple of days ago. The 13th. That was 3 days ago. Okay, let's go over to the Gateway Pundit and see what's... Oh, Madonna's at it again. Madonna's at it again with the new creepy social media post drinks out of a dog bowl. Drinks water out of a dog bowl. It's the Stooges, I Want to Be Your Dog. Screenshot from Madonna's Instagram. There's a geriatric... Is there a geriatric nurse in the house? Someone needs to take away Madonna's social media privileges. They do. The Material Girl has raised eyebrows and concerns about recent social media posts that have gone from bizarre to disturbing. The singer, who previously said she thought about blowing up the White House while President Trump was still inside, looks unrecognisable in recent posts. She looks like some, I don't know, you know that computer robot, the female one they made? She looks like that because her head's so shiny and... What was her name? Sophia? She looks like Sophia, but with a bit of hair further back on the head. A 64-year-old posted topless photos of herself with tiny emojis to cover up her nipples, and the Material Girl is looking a little weathered. Oh, who would want to see that? Seriously? Desperate for attention and perhaps relevance, Madonna's latest weird foray into social media platforms is an Instagram post showing a carousel of photos which get odder and odder. After several benign photos posing with a motorcycle and artwork, she's shown posing in a sexual manner with a... What? Sri Raka bottle and a mustard bottle? What the... I don't know if I've got the patience for this, but that isn't the end. The final installment includes a video of her on the floor on all fours licking water out of a dog bowl. What in the world is going on? Hard to decide what's more unsettling, the post or the almost 100,000 likes it generated. Oh, dear God. Am I going to play this? Where's the sound thing first? Oh, my goodness. Hang on a sec. I'm going to try and quickly play it and try and get the sound. Where are we? Sound off, sound off. Where are we? No. I don't want the sound. How do I turn the sound down? I can't. Okay. Oh. I can't do it. I've got to try and turn... Hang on, guys. I'm going to remove this. Go back into the screen. Hang on. I'm going to remove. And then I'm going to go back in without the volume. Share screen. Okay. That one, no audio. Right, because you got to see what she like. If I could just find the volume. Okay, photos with the bike. Anything in the background there? I don't know. I don't want to see that. Oh, dear God. There you go. Drinking out of a bloody dog bowl. What the bloody hell's wrong with her? I don't know. If anyone finds that exciting, then I think maybe get yourself checked out. I don't know. There's something wrong with that. To me, that's just not. I don't know. I'm lost for words, guys. Really. Oh. Goodness me, what else? It begins. Patriots in Arizona call for a new legitimate election. Document your affidavit of corrupted voting experience here. Clinton appointed judge blocks US from expelling illegal aliens under Title 42 policy. A changing of the guard. Both McCarthy and McConnell are wildly unpopular for leadership roles in Truth Social poll of 13,000 people. McConnell, obviously, approval sinks to a new low in poll. Ditch Mitch. Florida Senator Rick Scott announces challenge to GOP Senate Leader McConnell. Who's really in charge? John Fetterman's wife escorts her brain-damaged husband to Capitol Hill. I think we know who's in charge. Nasty Liz Cheney tweets outrageous statement directed at Kari Lake. I'm sure she does. That's just like an endorsement for Kari Lake. Seriously. Everyone knows that Liz Cheney is a deep state. Going viral, former NSC staffer exposes how corporations end up getting what they want from the federal government. Why? By giving them a lot of money? Paying their way in? That's normally how it works. Let's see. How did he explain it? The 5 steps are: build the door, hire the doorman, outside game, create revolving door and moving chess pieces on the board. I was right. Government going in and outside of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and everywhere, I bet you. Build the Door was explained as running regular programs as think tanks in Washington, D.C. They invite top Capitol Hill staffers to the launches as a way to create relationships. They then move on to hire the doorman step. This means they hire a senior committee staffer to run their government affairs department. The 3rd step is using the media. Steinman says they write up press releases about their events and send them to journalists looking to copy and paste stories. This is to get their name in the news. The 4th step is going after senior policymakers, Steinman said. While you can't exactly tell them what to do, they'll not forget where they came from. The 5th and final step is putting their allies in key parts of the government. Corporations try to have 1 to 2 senior government touch points in any given administration, according to Steinman. Well, that's how I believe Monsanto got GMOs approved. They sent people to work for the government from the company. And then after they'd done their job and got everything approved, they went back and got major bonuses from the company and good positions, by the way. What the heck? I'll just do a quick thread to open source, but a few people don't want to admit how this op often gets wrong in Washington. Did Zuck just never bribe the right people? Wow. First, build the door. Pick out a few key think tanks. If you want Brookings Lunch and Learn on your topic, presented by company, events every quarter, target top Hill staffers with free lunch. SBF was all over this. The Lunch and Learn should cover issues similar to those facing your company, not direct. Don't make it too obvious. Use a 10-day list to build a Rolodex of folks your GA government affairs personnel will make regular point-to-point contact with. These programs will grow. The think tank presidents will ask you to endow programs, chairs, etc. Then you get to have a say in who gets those jobs. All of a sudden, you have built yourself a small pipeline from the Hill to a think tank. That's one door. Second, hire the doorman. Now that you're running regular GA engagement in DC, time to hire a hotshot senior committee staffer to run your GA shop. Nominally, these are head of policy title roles, and their job is to keep tabs on what's happening in DC for you. Be mindful who you are hiring. Party control of Congress is important, as is who controls the executive branch, but pros balance D&R. Usually your top candidate will have Hill experience and executive experience relevant to your company's area. Your head of GA should be doing things like hiring the right lobbyists, tracking both authentic bills and approach spills, keeping tabs on major policy debates inside executive branch and responding to NPRMS and C. And they should be leveraging their Rolodex to do this. Third, outside game. You build the door, hire the doorman. Now you need to create the illusion. This means running press ops. Good comms leader or contractor should be able to start getting you quoted in stories, driving news cycles. They should have a plan. Use your new think tank effort to drive content. Work with their press teams to write up your events. Send those to content-starved journalists who are looking basically to copy-paste their stories. Throw in a few juicy quotes. Boom. Read, "Trust me, I'm lying," to learn more. Fourth, time to upgrade your earlier door to the one that revolves. Now that you've got programs at think tanks, and you should have expanded to academia as well, creating more of an echo chamber, and your GA program, you can start to cultivate senior policymakers. This can be done on the cheap as well by having your GA staff write for DC blogs in the policy-adjacent space. Takes less than 10 hours a month to put out 1 to 2 high-quality articles. This should be part of their job. Thought leadership. It's cheap and effective. As you grow, your GA staff should start living a double life, working for you but also running the party circuit in DC. You'll know this is working once they start telling you what's going to happen before it happens, because secrets are rarely secret in this town. Real success when one of your people, your GA director, an academic you've been sponsoring, a think tank you've supported, gets the nod to be senior administration official, deputy assistant secretary of at an agency, or director for at the White House, etc. Soon they'll be policymaker, and while you can't exactly tell them what to do, they'll not forget where they came from. Plus, the fact you have a pre-existing relationship, this is the ethics loophole, means that you can continue to socialise with them. Pros won't do more than 1 to 2 years in administration, so they can get out while their contracts are still useful. They'll then move up again to be top-rank lobbyist or a VP at a company, yours or another, and become a think tank non-resident fellow. Fifth, moving chess pieces down the board. Real fast movers can run this play 2 to 3 times, depending on how good they are and how favourable the environment is for their political inclinations. And those who are lucky create the pipeline for Senate-confirmed players. So a world-class government affairs program will essentially have a funnel so that they have a good shot at having 1 to 2 senior government touchpoints in any given administration. Goldman is the gold standard here. They essentially own the Treasury Department. Not kidding. Insane. That was weird. Day after Ukraine finally announced its willingness to seek peace talk, Russia bombs NATO member Poland with missiles. Well, apparently, Russia was pulling out as well. Had agreed to pull out, was pulling out, and then they bomb Poland? Well, I don't know about you, but to me that does not make any sense at all. Okay, the Poland border town with Ukraine. I have a feeling, yeah, they're doing this to start something, maybe to, to take the focus off that FTX thing, because they were getting so much money and everything and washing. DeSantis responds, I do believe the media also are trying to create a division between DeSantis and Trump. So a lot of that could be lies as well. G20 panel calls for global digital health certificate acknowledged by who? Okay. People who didn't get the thing, stand strong. Here we go again. Goodness me. Okay. So I'm going to remove that. What else have we got? The world will look differently after we've gone through this transition. WEF Klaus Schwab on the Great Reset. How about we reset him? Can we reset Klaus Schwab? Oh, dear. Okay, I'm coming back to the comments now. Going way back in the comments. Okay. King Snurgle said, Carl, hopefully 45 realised the reps are now working behind his back and going to announce the Clochos were a genocide attempt and who was in it. I don't think. Look, I'd wait and see what I know he said, but I don't think they were talking about the same thing. But that's just me. When they say things, there's normally a deeper meaning to the things they say. So he may have had something that would help, and they've switched it at the last minute and put something else out. GLF said, I'll be listening to Hev, but I'll be monitoring live cams in Ukraine and Poland to see if the missile attacks are going on. Love you. No worries, Dale. Good on you. I am Kai said, I buried a dog today. I did the math from 1995 to now. Times 7 made a 200-year-old year dog. Oh, I am Kai. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always hard. An animal's like a family member, nearly. Although family members are a bit... I feel sorry for everyone right now. Alex said, I had a busy day today, King. Had the plumber around to try and fix the boiler. Parts now ordered. Had last-minute MOT on my van. Yay, it passed. Plus had a few other bits to sort. To top it off, smashed my head earlier too, which was fun. Made me feel sick. Oh, Alex, just be careful you don't have concussion. I had concussion. I didn't even end up going to hospital. I fell down the stairs. Oh, my God. Literally smacked my head on the edge of the stairs. Massive lump. But didn't end up going. I was sitting there like shaking my head going, oh, my God. Like, did I really just do that? This was a couple of years ago. King Snurgle said, Alex, no excuses. The Confessions of a Plumber bit sounds interesting, though. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Carl said, my new work PC pits YouTube on restrict mode. I can't watch live. And can't be undone. Really? Hey, I am Kai. How you going? Alex said, we have liftoff. Hi, Hev. How you going? Teresa said, hello, Heaven, everyone. Storm is here. Yeah, it's already here in Australia. Oh, it's coming. Don't you worry. The big storm, the big one, is coming. And I believe this is the beginning of it. They're trying to do what they did before when they attacked themselves and then try and ramp up for going all out, you know. And it's to cover something up, and I think it's the FTX thing, but it could be wrong. Could be the whole voting situation, could be everything, could be anything. Gen X, hey on. Dana said, good morning. Hello. Everyone's saying hi, Carl. If it involves 45, it'll be one in a teacup with a huge crack and a hole at the bottom of it, says King Snurgle. I would agree to disagree with you, King Snurgle. I know what you... I know you don't believe. I'll just agree to disagree. I am Kai said, Gen X, yep. NC Girl, what's the thinking about Mr. T's message over there? I'm still all for him. Hey, Sherry, how you going? Alex said, technically I should be able to fix the boiler myself, but I'm no way up to date with my plumbing, plus I'm not the gas safe. Teresa said, hello, kitten. There's a kitty on my bed. Gen X said, in the South we say, hey, y'all, or something like that. Yep. Alex said, hey, Teresa, Dana, everyone. And everyone's saying hello again. Alex said, I heard Arizona going to shut the state down. Yes, I heard that too. But I don't know. I'm just wary because they do want it to kick off. They want to start a civil war or a big war. Either one. They want to start one. And they do it by trying to make the Republican people angry. Like J6, trying to make them angry by locking up people and, you know. I'm just careful. I don't know. But I hope Carrie Lake does sue them, or at least the votes are recounted or something. It's just a bit too convenient, I think. King Snurgle said, Alex, definitely invite the plumber back. You might get luckier on a second visit next. Oh, my goodness. I am Kai said, I slip out. Howdy now and again. NC Girl said, anyone know why so many MSM reporters are wearing black? Is that their funeral? Alex said, rather not, thanks, King. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Hey, Michelle Epp, how you going? Okay. Divine Disruptor, how you going? The movie will play on until the sheep turn into lions. Slowest train wreck in history. I'd say so, definitely. It's look, it wasn't for us to get to the precipice, it was for the normal people, and they're still, I don't know. Oh, dear God, it's going to happen soon because it can't just keep going like this. This is just insane. But it has to be done the way it's done. I know that because any other way would have been just hell on earth, honest to God. King Snurgle said, Alex, I'm on form tonight. Everybody needs to watch out. Okay, I'll be careful reading your comments then, King Snurgle. DDSB is correct. Alex said, people don't check their news articles. Always see loads of mistakes. I thought that's what an editor proof checker was for. So did I. But they keep putting things in. It's like they're cutting and pasting. I hope not, but that's what it seems like. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Some of the articles I read, I can't make sense of them while I'm reading them, and I'm just, you can probably see it in my face. I'm going, what the fuck is this? I don't know. Anyway, Dana said, hello, Alex. Love to see you and Hev do a live again. Yeah, I got the day off, so I'm here, and there's a lot of news breaking all over the place, and I thought, oh, my God, I'll get on. Alex said, Divine Disruptor, System Busters. Hi, and Kai said, Dana. Hey, George, how you going? Gigantic thumbs here. Alex said, Dana. Hey, George. Everyone's saying hello. Sup, Alex? Hope all is well. I saw that briefly about Poland, probably another distraction. I think it's they're trying to start. They're trying to start it now. Okay, this is the beginning, trying to start it. Missiles flying and stuff, you know. They're trying. I don't know if they'll succeed in getting because I don't think I think the public know. Most of the public know now what they're doing. Hey, Nether Wilmington, how you doing? I am Kai said, got banned from Ukraine for showing Nazi salutes. Who did? In. Divine Disruptor, even, no anger. Yeah, no, I'm frustrated and kind of sitting here going, oh, my God, how long does this go for? But that's just me. Don't worry about me. I've got patience. I just every now and then go. Now, they said, just got out of the cop shop. Nice to hear a friendly voice. Oh, no. I hope you're all right. Alex said, King Snurgle said, Alex, I warned you, lol. Alex said, I remember Uncle Buck. No, Ed Buck. Ed Buck. He was the guy who was drugging people and killing them, some of them, and having relations with them. I don't know whether they were, like, approving of it or not, but either way, he killed some of them because he liked to drug them first. Hi, guys, putting a shelf together, so listening for a bit. Hugs. Oh, God love you, Susie. Danny said, watch Melissa Redpill, The World on Rumble, is interviewed by Nick V. Melissa Redpill. Oh. Okay. Now they said Uncle Buck is one of the best movies ever. Everyone's saying hello. Judy said, good evening, everyone. It's actually snowing here in Harrisburg, PA today. 2 days ago, it was 70 degrees. Yes, and we, I don't know what's happened here, but we have a maximum here of 12 today. It's 8 degrees. It's been cold. Today and tomorrow is going to be cold. Then we're going back up again a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Probably to the late teens. I'd love to see the snow. Everyone's saying hello. Alex, it's such a funny film, Nether Wilmington. John Candy was hilarious. Another one gone too soon. He was only young. Definitely. I think I've got that. Have I got that on the box? I think I do. I got Uncle Buck. King Snurgle says, Susie, great shame you don't live in the same continent as Alex. You could have sent a plumber around to help you with I am Kai said, Big Stan was hilarious too. Hey, Judy, awesome. I love the snow. Judy said, nice to look at, Alex, but I'm over cold. Yeah, I was sort of waiting for it. It did warm up a little bit here, and now it's cold again. Nazi, hey, how you going? Watch out, Susie. King Snurgleson has a funny head on today. Pat said, Djokovic was an activist against Billiton mining in his country. Scott Morrison is a board member of that company. That'd be right. Alex said, that's the only problem, Judy. Yeah, when you're waiting for spring and summer and it just doesn't really happen the way you think it's going to. Now it was sunny earlier, now it's cloudy. We're supposed to get rain at about midday. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here. King Snowball said, Alex, I preferred your description of me as naughty schoolboy. Gives me more leeway to get away with things. Judy said, I know, but yesterday there was trolling all over. Yep. Lanazi said, Trump's big announcement at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Rumble. So excited. He said on True Social, be historical. I can't wait. Lanazi said, wow, a lot of water. Yeah, we're getting just rained out here. It's cold and raining. Spring. We're at the end month of spring, the last 2 weeks of spring, and it's freezing. Alex said, you're like a naughty schoolboy. King, you and Shannon. I am Kai said, it better be. Dana said, RE toilet paper increasing in manufacturing we have to pay for. Where were these companies to campaign for reliable energy when the government was passing green legislation left, right and centre? Exactly. Well, we're going to have to pay for it now in toilet paper. I can imagine. Toilet paper is going to be the next gold. Oh, here we go again. And I realised my Benny Hill impression was all wrong the other day because he used to do that. He didn't stick his tongue in and out. It was his eyes that blinked a lot. King Snurgle said, Alex, good, that gives me a license to get away with anything. Okay, I'm going to be careful, King Snurgle. Pat Ryan said, Klaus reminds me of Rupert Murdoch. He does, doesn't he? They look alike in a bit of... I am Kai said, Dana, they were getting government kickbacks. Xenotron said, remember the island tsunami? We're getting an same old playbook. They have lost their restraint. They try to make us forget. Definitely. How you going, Xenotron? Anyway. Murdoch have come out of the... Klaus and Murdoch have come out of the same test tube, you reckon? Alex said, I don't see what any governments are good for apart from robbing us blind. Lanazi said, yep. Xanatron said, I just realised I didn't say hi before I spoke. Hey, everyone, great to see you all. That's cool. Alex said, Klaus Schwabby bum bum. I am Kai. Dana said, I am Kai 100%. I am Kai said, they're pretty good at killing us slowly and with wars. Well, they are, but we're seeing it all now, see? We're seeing everything. How they start wars, how they do all this stuff with think tanks and revolving doors and Klaus Schwabs and I just wanted to remind you again, guys, just as a little aside, that this Klaus Schwab, okay? Okay? Take a screenshot. Make sure you remember who this man is, okay? Because it's insane. And here, this is the one that wants everyone to have a vaccine passport. The one running it all. Where am I? Way back in the comments. Holy guacamole, I'm way back in the comments. Where am I? No, I'm more forward than I thought I was. There we go. King Snurgle said, Alex, I'm pretty sure the governments would make pretty good road building debris. They'd make a good garbage patch. I am Kai and lies. They are good for nothing good. All evil. I am Kai said they still intended digital currency. That's what we're going to try and push next. And who's... No, thank you. No, you're right. That's okay. I'm fine. Lanazi, and there it is. Wow. Alex said, I think they're trying to push that all through while everyone's distracted in watching Matt Hancock in the bloody jungle. King Snurgle. Is that some kind of joke? $5 announcement to come. He is standing down from elections. Biden just passed a presidential decree that from now on only trans person can be voted to become president. Kushner is standing in. Alex said digital currency, I mean. I am Kai, yep. King Snurgle said 45s. Pat says, so looks like there are a lot of these look-alike around test tube tyrants. I think what Epstein was trying to do was already being done. Nether said parasites. Randy said, hi. How you going, Randy? You said hi in a different way, but I'm saying, how you going, Randy? Gorgeous. Keck said, hi from Milwaukee. We're ready for the big announcement. Yes, I'm going to have to jump off shortly because isn't it starting soon? When's that starting? Can someone tell me? Like, is it in an hour, 50 minutes, half an hour? Kitty said, want to know a bit more when you get a chance on Rumble November 10 at Liberty Sentinel. Alex Newman fight Diabolical Reset. I don't think you'll be sorry or surprised. Liberty Sentinel. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kitty. Alex said, is this announcement happening today? Which announcement? Yes, Trump's, yes. Keck said, I'm off to get ready for the rally. Okay. Polly, many, tick. Blood equals blood. Polly equals many. Tick equals blood-sucking parasites. Politic. Yes, 9 p.m. When's that? SW said, hello, all on board. I don't know when 9 p.m. is here in Australia. Kitty said, hello there, by the way. Flyby Stew. How you going, Flyby Stew? Good evening, Hev. Good to see you. Top show as always. Love you, Hev. You too, Flyby Stew. Alex said, what would that be in the UK, Randy? What time is it for you now? Yeah, if you tell me what time it is now, then I'll know when 9 p.m. is here. George said, things are going to get a lot worse in Eastern Europe. A Russian missiles killed a few people in Poland. Yeah, apparently it's killed 2 people. It's on the Ukrainian border, and I'm sus because I don't think it is who they say. Luna said, my connection dropped out. I'm back now. How you going, Luna? Good to see you back. Deb, how you going? Everyone's saying hello. Good to see you. Randy says, so half an hour. Okay, thank you, Randy. You're in the same time zone as Florida. Okay, cool. Kitty said, watch via Roku. Only come on tablet time to visit chat. Love, heaven and spirit. Oh, God love you, Kitty. Thank you. I am Kai said, what if a certain Oscar was bugged? Oh, yeah, the one Sean Penn. Didn't Sean Penn give Zelensky an Oscar or something? Great acting, mate. There you go. Alex said, I think that would be midnight here. Where is it being announced, Randy? It'll be on RSBN on Rumble. Randy said from Mar-a-Lago. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up shortly, guys. I'm going to make this one short because I want to see it as well. If I can, I might come back. I don't know. I might come back on. I can't come on tomorrow. The next day I'm babysitting both days, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, boom, Corona. Get it? I am Kai, said Mr. Penn's Oscar. Oh, God love you, Luna. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm not going to read that, King Snowball. Randy said, what if Trump becomes Speaker of the House? Hopefully. Kitty said, presently preparing dinner for myself and little old NC. Oh, God love you. Yeah, imagine if he announces tonight that that's what he's running for. Speaker. I don't know. Alex said, okay, cool. Thanks, Randy. I have found something live on YouTube. Oh, cool. Alex, can you put the link in for me? Alex said, oh, no, it's CNN. I'll try to get it. No, don't share that one. I don't want that one. Try to get it on Rumble. Some people do manage to get it up on YouTube every now and then, but I don't know. Randy said, had fresh venison for supper. My buddy shot 3 big deers. Oh, my goodness. Alex said, is that North Carolina, Kitty? Hope it's something yummy. Pat said, they are Nazis operating openly, and I pray they'll suffer for eternity. Sanatron said, who are these people? Our whole world has been constructed to keep the parasites in their entitled position. Everything is for their own benefit, and we pay for their pleasure. Exactly. It's got to stop. Oh, my goodness. King Snurgle said, Alex, something live on YouTube that discounts 99% of content providers apart from Hev. Most of the rest are trans flag waving NPCs. Kitty said, yes, NC barbecue chicken tenders and low carb. Yum. I've got it soaking in buttermilk. My chicken that I'm going to try and KFC it. I am Kai said, CNN showed the salute, got banned from the country. Randy said, dear hamburgers. Oh, that would be interesting. King Snuggle said, Xenotron, nobody pays more than the kids. Kitty said, used to make a good marinade, venison roast. I did eat before I came on. I'm still going to get hungry. David said, well, here you all are again. Bonus love from Western Australia. Good to see you, David. Trump speaks at 8 p.m. Eastern on RSB and on Rumble. That's what you're looking for. Zentron said, King Snuggle, so true. Alex said it was CNN live broadcast. No, we don't want that. Because they cut it off. As soon as there's something good happening, they'll cut it off. If it's CNN or one of them, they will. David said, hello from Maine. Hey, David, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better. King Snurgle said, Kitty wouldn't last that bear kitty roast. What? I am Kai said, other David, how you going? Senatron said, as much as it pees me off, it seems the only way an election works is if compulsory for every citizen. I don't know, because I don't think people who aren't interested, who don't pay attention to politics, maybe shouldn't vote. I don't know. But then that wouldn't... Is anyone really interested in politics? Well, I am now, but I mean... I have been for quite a few years, but like most people aren't into politics. So, and people that are uninformed are still voting. I don't know. It's a difficult one. It really is. Randy said, hit like for Hev. Hey, Faith, how you going? How did you miss this? Was looking for it too. Oh, God love you. David said, hi, I'm Kai, Alex, and the Heaven family. God love you. Robin said, hey, everyone, how you going? Robin. I am Kai said, Xena, they'd still choose. Randy said, Madonna's a skank. Yeah, an old one. I don't know. I look for clothes that, like, cover me nearly completely, man, these days. I'm not even as old as her, but, you know, oh, my goodness. She just lets it all hang out and does the weirdest things possible. She's a demon. Alex, I think I found out, Lanazi. I'm just being nosy as I didn't even know he was making one, not really been following it. Xenotron said, yes, Kai, but at least there's a firmer footing for the results. King Snowball said, I'm playing with words, wake up, the blessed brains. Heather's depending on you to fill up the live chat so she gets really hungry. I'm always hungry. Alex said, hey, Robin. Xenotron says, the stakes have never been so high. Well, I don't know. I keep saying the world is watching, but I've been watching for a long time. Canadian girl, how you going? Hey, everyone, surprise, surprise again. Hope you're doing good. David said, Madonna's got Kuru. Yeah. Put her in a cage and let her drink out of a dog bowl and see how she goes, if that's what she wants. She's an old has-been. Not relevant anymore. Really. Just does weird, Everyone's saying hello. Randy said macaroons for dessert. Oh, I've still got to make those gingerbreads. I don't have a little man to cut out the man. I need a little man thing for gingerbread men. Unless I just make gingerbread squares. I might just do that. Face said, hey, Xenotron, Madonna drinks her own urine. She bragged about it one time. A long time ago. These people are worse than animals. Ew. She's awful. I think she's got demons in her. I am Kai, said David D. Believes it. Lanazi said, Trump stated on Truth Social be historical, so we're all curious as heck. Alex said, Mad Donna has lost her mind. I am Kai, said, I believe it. Canadian girl. They said, for sure, Alex. David said, hi, I wasn't looking for Heathers. I'd not expected today's live, but there she was on my menu anyway. Obviously, I'm not meant to be kept away. Good on you, David. I am Kai, wonky thumbs today. Xenotron said, Madonna's been given over to the destroyer. Lols, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Yeah, I don't know. She's getting weirder and weirder. Alex said, ooh, sounds interesting, Lanazi. Randy said, 5-year Delta today for a post that relates to Trump announced. Ooh. Lanazi said, Alex, oh no, I can't wait. Faith said, that's right, David, you're meant to be here. I am Kai said, today is a good day for a weekly live. Yeah. It's Wednesday here in Australia, so it's middle of the week for me. Lanazi said, no. King Snuggle said, Sherry drinking her own is an improvement on drinking the alcoholics that Sean used to provide her. Kitty said, glad I checked in and seeing Hev live. Got to go and have my dinner. Smells so good. I'll be watching, though. Dinner live. Hev, oh, God love you. Dana said, that's not the original Madonna. Yeah, it looks like that robot lady. Sophia. You know how she had that real shiny, I don't know. Nicey said, hey, have family. So glad I have to have you all to be with this evening. I'm praying for EBS after Trump's announcement tonight. Time for this movie to end. I think we're well into it, definitely. Lake suing Hobbs, yep. And how you going anyway, Nicey? Good to see you. Devastator, the original is nothing like the created product. David said, lost her mind completely. It would seem, assuming she had one to lose to begin with, of course. Yeah, I don't know if she actually did. Randy said selection. Infinite Loops, how you going? Agreed, Dana. Hello, Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Alex said she's obviously so washed up, this is the only way she feels she can stay relevant. Drinking out of a dog's bowl? Oh, seriously, I don't know. Yeah, could be, Susie. I think what's going on with Madonna is public humiliation, chastisement. Could very well be. Watch the wives, they're witches, yep. Everyone's saying hello, absolutely. I am Kai, back in a couple. Much love, guys. You too, Kai. Peace, love, and tranquility to all. Xenotron said one word for Madonna, shame, shame, shame. Yeah. Witches or warlocks, I think they're really men mostly. You never know. Xenotron said I meant 2 words. See you soon, I am Kai. Centron said men in masks and bodysuits. You never know. King Snurgle said, yeah, but that ends up happening to the best of them. Something to do with time genetics kicking in, I'm sure, unless it has something to do with putting up with their hubbies too long. King Snurgle said, in my case, the latter's probably the cause. Dana said, Susie, you hit the nail on the head. Plenty of public humiliation by celebrities and politicians going on. Original Madonna possibly didn't want to partake, so she was swapped the look-alike. Yep. Luna said, I swear the ones who aren't awake now will need a lot of support from us awake ones because it'll be a rough awakening for them for sure. Yeah, that I agree. Randy said, did you see Trudeau on Gay Drag Race TV show? No, I didn't see him. Yeah, I think so too, Luna. Dave said, could be the latter in the case of Uncle Fester's wife, King Snurgle, the Viking. I'm sure you would have picked a better one than Fetterman though, right? Yeah, Fetterman's a vegetable. Alex said, no, Randy, when was that? About a week ago. Canadian girl said they're trying to bring masks back to Ontario, recommended in all indoor places. Went out today and seen less than normal. Good. They're trying to do it here too. King Snurgle said, I'm sure mine was fine when she first fell into my clutches. Unfortunately, she's allergic to being teased, and I'm a terrible teaser. Alex said, I'll try and find it, Randy. Randy said, I saw many mask holes at grocery store today. Faye said, Betterman a vegetable, and DeLuca is dead, but both were elected. Yeah, Fetterman is, yeah. Can't believe it. David said, going to get our first snow tomorrow, although maybe mixed with freezing rain. I have to travel some. Oh, no. Stay safe, David. Xenotron said, I'll be avoiding those who supported the scam. No support. Anyone who mocked or jabbed or encouraged deserve all they get. We took our own punishment and they need to make reparations to us. Sorry. Yep. David said, what could possibly go wrong with that, King Snowball? Canadian girl said, I usually do too. It was so strange today, Randy. Wow. Randy said, snow in Toronto, but not in Niagara yet. Oh, cool. Alex said, how cringe, Trudeau. The Ebola virus is going to be released to Melbourne in 2025, killing millions, says Chilbury. Faye said, first snow here in PA2. Xenotron said, I battle with feeling like I'm some kind of bitch with a hard heart, but damn, what is happening is not okay. I feel like that too sometimes, Xenotron. Seriously. Canadian girl said, no snow in northern Ontario yet. I'm sure it's coming though. I agree, said I'm Kai. Pure blood prevail. King Snurgle said, Chilbury, not a chance. There will only be 6 or 7 Aussies left by 2025. Wanda said the fight between Trump and DeSantis is up to keep standing. Exactly. Chilbury said, I'm not joking, folks. Get out of the cities. MM said they didn't mention Klaus's factory was involved with Nazis. Amazing Polly does a good deep dive on their real work. Yes, she does amazing. Amazing Polly. That's why she's called Amazing Polly. Randy said universal non-compliant. That's what I think. Yep. Pure bloods unite. SWS says Salty said it was 2 miles over the border taking out the train line supply Ukraine with weapons. I heard it was a silo. I don't know. So there's all these, when you get all these different bits of information that it's this, no, it's that, no, it's this, beware. I don't know. Could be. Hey, MM, how you going? Xenotron said, can we put it in a capsule and send it to Antarctica? Oh, dear. Schwab, you meet. Yeah, me too, I know. Davis said, Trump and DeSantis drawing rhinos out of the woodwork like crazy, and the suckers fell for it and went full TDS for DeSantis. Ha, 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 busted. Exactly, David. That's what I think it was. Exposing the rest of them, the ones who are sleeping. Menacing Muskrat said, trying to catch up 2 times. Everyone's going, hey, MM. Hey, Wanda. Chilbury said, the C-19 has weakened the population and they will release the real one. I don't know, Chilbury. I know they plan that, but I don't know whether it'll actually happen. Randy said, yes, David. Randy said, exposed. Alex said, I need to catch up on Amazing Polly. Haven't seen her for ages. Yeah, they don't come up in my feed. I have to go look for her. Xenotron said, I think you're right, David. It's hard to discern the lies and manipulations they throw at us every day. My camera must be lower. I feel like I'm like way down here somewhere. Randy said, Polly just had some new stuff. Okay. Me too, Alex. Amazing Polly is a shill, says Chilbury. I'll agree to disagree. David said, Amazing Polly put out a good one the other day. I don't know if I've seen it. I did see one the other day, but I'm not sure if that's it. Little Batty says the GOP does not like Trump, so they're going to try and make the DeSantis look like a Reagan tried to create a divide, but we only want Trump. Yeah, that's what I think. Infinite Loops Lawson said, I lost my spaniel after 3 years yesterday too. Very hard, devastated, the most amazing dog ever. Oh, Willow. Praying for you with your lost animals, guys. Seriously, that's hard. And lost, obviously, family. Xenotron said, Polly's amazing with a deep dive. She is. Chilbury said, you really think Trump is on your side? Lol, wake up. This is biblical. Chilbury's quoting Q. Anyway, doesn't believe in it, but it's quoting it. Chilbury, chill. You're all right, mate. You'll be all right. Don't you worry. Randy said, amazing Polly never failed to deliver. Alex said, it would have been my little Roxy dog's birthday today. Best day of my life was the day she was born. She'll be forever missed until we meet again. Prayers for all the lost doggies and kitty cats. And Menacing Muskrat said, amazing Polly needs prayers. She's having eye problems. Yeah, she's not the only one. Oh, dear. I do pray for her, though, because, like, I kind of know how that feels. I can't see anymore. Not properly. Randy said, Age of Aquarius is upon us. Wanda said, Chilbury, yes, he is. Go your own way. SW said, Roxy will be wagging a tail waiting, I'm sure, Alex. SW said, very sorry to hear of your loss, I am Kai. Wanda said, Marines and DC National Guard called up. I am Kai said, it's been expected for a long time, but thank you. Wanda said, MSM wears black because they are satanic and about to go to jail. Xenotron said, R.E. Kari, every Republican in Arizona needs to stop paying tax. That will put a dent in their confidence. They savage the hand that feeds them. Alex said, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of my little Roxy and Billy, who was only with me for a short time. Animals have such a massive impact on our lives, SW. Yeah, they do. Randy said, Monkey Works said something is up with domestic air flights. I think something's up with a lot of things. King Snurgle said, sheep don't turn into lions, they get turned into rugs. David said, indeed, Wanda was watching DC earlier with Penguin, lots of people milling around too, something's going on for sure. Chilbury said, wake up, Q as scam Trump as demonic pedo. By 2025, the population of the world will be halved. Chilbury, you say this, but you're quoting them. A lot of people do. A lot of people who do not believe in the board actually quote it and don't know where that saying came from. And I catch a lot of people doing it. I would agree to disagree with you, Chilbury, respectfully. Xenotron said, if nothing else, the administration nightmare of collection will overwhelm their interests. Alex said, so sorry to hear that. I'm Kai, sending you love. Thanks, Alex. Little Batty said, yeah, they still want to come for you. They won't get them. Keep them. Don't, yeah. America, stand your ground. Please, we didn't. Look at us. Bloody useless we are. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. We're not. We just did the wrong thing. I am Kai, said Chilbury, calm down. Luna said, have I'm making a shirt with the logo you put on the idea of in my head with your last live. Oh, cool. Alex said, hey, little Batty. Randy said, Poland missiles. Yeah, false. Yep. I think it is. Trying to get it off of the ground, trying to get it happening, King Snurgle said, little Batty too. Problem is they'll be coming for them with HIMARS. Davis said, they're looking for an excuse to activate NATO. They'll best back off or Russia will slaughter them. SW said they still want World War III, have to sweep it all under the carpet and kill as many as they can. Yep, that's what it is, to take the focus off everything going on. Michelle Apple watched Monkey Works on YouTube today. He showed planes that circled above Arizona during the voting, spy planes to receive and transmit info. Another way they cheated? Or was that them getting caught? Wanda said, David, National Guard was all over my county. See them all the time, but now they have all kinds of equipment I never saw before. Xenotron said the trouble with regular people is that they do have morals. Remember when the elite would do that cremation of care ritual once a year, then the Vatican did that ceremony to close the door. Randy said the end to the endless is near. Iron Kai said those planes were observations in real time. Wanda said, Randy, bet that, thumbs up. Yeah, Dana, Ed Buck and Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know, but is Mr. Pelosi one of those weirdos? I don't know. Maybe he tried to attack the bloke. Maybe, I don't know. It's just so weird. David said, perhaps they got some of that new gear from Trump's massive investment in the military. Little Batty said, hell, they don't teach the kids how to spell, how to write, how to correct punctuation. They just keep them dumb and stupid and in their feelings. It's sad, yes. SW said, got down to 6 in Melbourne. We got a chilly week ahead too. So have we, actually. It was 4 when I woke up this morning, 4 degrees Celsius. Alex said, and tonight's going to be 2, and there's rain, so who knows? I'm not going to say it's going to snow because God knows it probably won't. If it does, you never know. Alex said, people are glorifying Jeffrey Dahmer now. I think there was a Netflix show or something. I feel so sorry for the victims' families. Oh, are they really? Yeah, make the bad look good and make the good look bad. Xenotron said they walk down a road which ensures sexual depravity. They all understand special needs and warrant it necessary to keep the practices alive. It's a club you don't want to be in, yeah. Randy said, is it me or has the world gone to crap since Trump left? Yeah, pretty badly. Wanda said, David Morgan, wouldn't that be great? Alex said, I love the bit in Uncle Buck when he speaks to the head teacher. Says, yeah, here's a quarter to get a rat to gnaw that thing off your face. Menacing Muskrat said, thumbs it up, folks. Thank you. Iron Kai said, Alex, I agree. It's sick. Hey, Sandy D's nuts. How you doing? Senator said, Randy, it's not you. It's me, lols. Hey, Sandy. Everyone's saying, hey, Sandy. Randy said, lol, Zena. David said, in any case, Wanda, I'm sure they know who their real commander-in-chief is. Nothing can stop what's coming. Canadian girl said, I thought Trump was on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know. I'm jumping off soon because I want to watch it. Luna said, I'm freezing but refuse to change out of my kilt, lol. Sanatron said, heading to Bundaberg for 10 days camping in the bush beach. I should be on the road now, but I'm staying for the stream. Oh, God love you. I've got to go to Queensland soon on a holiday with my daughter. If she gets the business she's just bought. They've got to do a week's training. Randy said, yes, where we go when we go. Oh, nothing can stop us coming. Exactly. Dana said Trump may announce his next role, maybe Speaker of the House. That's what we're thinking, yeah. Amen, where we go when we go. Snowball said, Alex Shannon is missing in action. I'll have to be twice as bad to make up for it. Xenotron said, not bragging, but I've been in Tassie for years. Long to lie in the ocean for a bit. Oh, yeah, it'd be cold down there. Where we go when we go. Oh, make America great again. Make Australia great again too while you're there. Uncle Buck, there you go. Making dunny paper from hemp would save Forrest Bigley. The human world is devoid of common sense. The idiocracy drained it from all but a few. I think so. Yeah, John Candy was funny. I like John Candy. Alex said, people have no shame, I am Kai. King Snurgle said, Luna, but are you keeping on the kilt tradition? Hey, Sandy. Wanda said, nasty. David said, doesn't look very manly, does he? No. He's horrible. Yeah, he looks like, I don't know. It's all lacy. He's got a little lacy thing over his privates. Holding his little nutsack in there. I just realised I haven't been seeing all the chat, says Xenotron. Oh, no. Little Batty's laughing and vomiting at the same time. George said, Klaus is a weirdo. He is. And he's the one who's, like, seriously running all this. Is anyone listening to that weirdo? Seriously. Lanazi said, Dana Young, a lot think that. I'm not so sure how that would be historical. You know, it feels bigger than that. I don't know. I hope so. Alex said, my eyes. Pic of Klaus on the beach. No, my eyes, my eyes. I'm just going to, every time I have to mention that man, I've got to show that picture just so people know who he is. And does anyone really want to listen to that? Randy said, Klaus's anal swab. Lanazi's lol. I'm Kai said, somebody freaking out like they're literally on fire. SW off to his wedding or scaring the children. Alex said, Shannon, where are you? Dana said, apparently they've debunked the Klaus Schwab beach photo. Apparently another guy on Venice Beach in America. Who knows? Of course they'd say that, though, wouldn't they? Oh, it looks exactly like him. Unless it's his brother or his cousin. I don't know. Xenotron said, Alex, I know, mean, does anyone around him think it's weird? Obviously, they're all okay with such strangeness. Little Batty 2 said, it's time to live like the Amish. I used to think they were kind of dumb, but actually they ended up smart and right. Yeah, I think that too, Little Batty, yep. Randy said, off to penetrate Trudeau. David said, Trump cannot be president and speaker at the same time, and he already said he is not interested in becoming speaker. Jim Jordan would be best for that, in my opinion. Or he would make a good one, yeah. Alex said, you're naughty enough as you are, King. Is it raining? It's raining. Luna said, of course it would be an insult to my Scottish bloody if I didn't. Randy said, no Amish COVID cause no TV. Yeah. Alex said, enough. I'm Kai said, Randy, exactly. Xenotron said, the political stage is for those too ugly to be in Hollywood. They just act as living double lives, two-faced. 11 a.m. Thank you, Carl. Well, Batty said, right, Randy, I've got to get up in 24 minutes, possibly. King Snuggle said, Luna Sheen, well, it explains why you are so cold. Randy said, same with Mennonites. David said, no COVID or TV in my house. I take it we all know that TV was patented as a mind control device. And Kai said, yep. In 50 minutes, 11 a.m. Oh, okay. 50 minutes, 11 a.m. your time. That'll be 11:30 my time. Randy said, yes. SW, just like the police parasites of, yep. Bill Batty said, I have TV, but I don't really watch it. Never had COVID. I know mask out about the whole time. No COVID here. I'm from Florida. Yeah, I haven't the whole time. And I'm outside of Sydney in Australia. So there you go. That was interesting, being the only one, having people look at you like they want to kill you. Lanazi said 6:08 Eastern time right now. Little Batty said, I have TV but don't watch it. Yep, I did so. 2 hours from now, said Lanazi. David said, there are Polish people in Ukraine. Where are they alleging this missile struck? On the border of Ukraine and I don't know. On a farm, says Randy. Susie said, today would have been my dad's 88th birthday, but he died on the 12th of November 3 years ago. Both my nieces lost their dads too, then my cousin, my aunt. Very tough anniversary. Gonna go. Much love. Oh, Susie, much love to you too. We'll pray for you. And anyone who's lost, whether it be an animal or a family member. Carl said, come back at 11, we can watch together. I cannot stream it on here. That'll be the end of me. Seriously. King Snuggle said, Luna is bad news. Luna Sheen, bad news is being a fellow Scotty bloody. I can claim the ancient Scottish right for photographic evidence. Randy said, love to you, Hev. God love you. Wanda said, Trump will never be Speaker of the House. Yeah, no, I hope someone really sensible gets in there. David said, Charles has no corona. How can a king be a king without a crown? Coronation not planned till May 6 next year. Probably because it won't happen. Maybe, I don't know. Emma likes flowers. Oh, no, I'm late, but at least there's time to say love to you all and have a lovely day. You too, Emma. God love you. Well, Nazi said, judge dismissed lawsuit against Trump by Vindman. Cool. Xenotron said Trump was given the ceremony of the words in Saudi Arabia. Here's the king is in exile at the moment, just like master leaving fields to his workers when he comes back. Look out. I hope so. David said, hi, Emma likes flowers, flower power rocks. I saw a dog barking flowers. Paul McCartney. Alex said, I've just sent you a link. Thank you. Rumble link. There you go. Everyone's saying hello. I like flowers, says Randy. So do I. They're pretty. Xenotron said their celebrations are prepared years in advance. Something is wrong and not according to what has always been. He's not the rightful king. That's what I think, yeah, about Prince Charles, yeah. The bloodline, remember the bloodline got taken halfway through somewhere? It got switched. What if Mr. T is the actual one? Holy guacamole. Wouldn't that be interesting? David said it's compulsory here, but it still doesn't work. Does anyone really believe Morrison or Albanese actually won fair and square? If so, I've got a bridge I don't want anymore. Going cheap. Randy said, got mums in the house. Oh, here you go, Randy's mum. Alex said, so sorry to hear that, Susie. Happy birthday to your dad. Sending you and your family love and prayers. I'm getting click happy here. I am Kai said, helicopter buzzing almost constantly at the moment. Wow. Wanda said, Xenotron, 100% spot on. Xenotron said, never said it was fair, but obvious fraud would be reduced. Emma likes flowers said, hey, Randy, who doesn't? Xenotron says, it pees me off that so many people who don't care have a say, but how can you separate? I don't know. It's a hell of a problem. Andy said, orchid and shamrocks too. Wanda said, MSN is putting out the fake evidence for clean election. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Rudy said it's 5:16 p.m. Central. I've got a hair on my lip again. Gingerbread block. Yeah. Xenotron said, Wanda, did you really expect anything differs? I hope, but weekly. Michelle App said, Patriot News Network is showing Trump's speech starting at 7:30 on YouTube. Cool. I'm writing it down. Because I can never, every time I try and click on a live on Rumble, it goes for like 27 seconds and that's the end of it. And I'm like, it says an hour and something or 3 hours and something on there and then it just goes, and it's gone. David said, no, he's not. Xenotron not addressed the third by Pollies who swore allegiance to him either. The pantomime seems to be collapsing for them now, doesn't it? It does. That's why they're bringing out the big guns. Wanda said, you all want to be FBI agent. They get away with everything and sweet paycheck. SW, you can find out if the helicopter a bit on ADSB exchange if it's not classified, that is. I wouldn't mind being some kind of investigator. I'd love to do that. Like if the FBI was honest or something, you know what I mean? Or if our intelligence were honest, I'd like to work for them. Or investigating something, and they can train me to do it. Xenotron said, I heard about 5 years ago that the great red vampire died and did not ever tell them all his secrets. They no longer can use the formulas. The spell is broken. We are in the fallout. Michelle App said, I also saw somewhere that Trump's speech is 9 p.m. I don't know what time is right. Alex said, I think Madonna looks like those two twin blokes you showed the other day. Oh, yeah, the Bogdanovs. I am Kai, said Jimmy Savile. Xenotron said those freaks all end up looking the same. They do. When you get plastic surgery, you end up looking really weird. Or is that just them? David said, anyone else here figure that the Bell King Cobra deliberately targeted the B-17 on Saturday at the Dallas Air Show? Yeah, I do think that the little plane targeted the big one, yes. Yep. Came from behind it, like off to the side behind it, and just went straight for it. The clock ended November 11th, started October 28th, 2017, exacting 1111 days in total. 1,111 days. Dave said, right on Xenotron, no way a low-wing config would have blocked his view from a distance and at that shallow descent angle. Keck said, I have to wait 3 minutes to get in this chat. Why? Xenotron said, David, I have no knowledge of aerodynamics, but on first viewing it looked unnatural. Keck said, hey, Fetterman's going to be the next president here. It's a no-brainer, him and Biden. Hey, Keck. Alex said, I think Madonna came to London during the start of COVID and she was joining some sort of protest with broken leg or so they said. David said, right, folks, looks like we have a bit of consensus on that event being some kind of FF motive as a puzzle, though, huh? Who was on the planes? Who was in the planes? Sorry, that's what you want to know. Who was in there? Or, what else was going on at the time? Xenotron said Letterman's wife throws her voice and Letterman moves his mouth. Fetterman. Sir Keck of Rangel. Look intentionally done. That's what I think. Greetings, Iron Kai. Did you talk to the Groper kids? David said, who were the passengers? Hey, that's what I want to know. Who was on the plane? Iron Kai said, Groper kids? Dave said, I've flown airplanes, Xena. I know that low wing doesn't block the view at that angle that Belle came down at. Well, Nazi said, I see Bella, baby. Yes, she's right behind me. Which side? Have I got the right? Yeah, I do have the right side. Right there. Keck said, Nanomond, it was Kiwi, not Kai. Oh, KWI, not Kai. I guess not. Lol. Never mind, it's not you. It was a different name. It was KWI that they thought was me, lol. I have no biz reading notes and typing at the same time, says Keck. Dave said, we don't know, Xena. They say 6 killed, but FAA won't release such details, and I have to wonder whether both aircraft were set up as UAVs. I am Kai said, dyslexic of the world unite. Yep. Lenazi said, notice how the Paul Pelosi news stopped suddenly, lol? Yes. There you go. There's Amazing Polly. Everyone get over there and sub. I am Kai said, Paul getting a poke. Keck said, hell, I spell real good now compared to my Delta days when we had kid from over there back in 02 to 04. Yep, you spell good, Keck, don't worry. Hey, Mrs. Out to Lunch, how you doing? Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. David said, lol, I'm Kai. Anyone else here old enough to remember Lovers of the World Unite by David and Jonathan? Xenotron said, yes, I did, Lenazi. I'm Kai said, I'm only 50-ish. King Snuggle said the Pelosi news died a death. That was Nancy's way of getting hammered, and Paul borrowed it without her permission. And everyone's saying, hey, Mrs. Out to Lunch, how you going? Keck said, you got to take vitamins. You get your vitamins up and your eyes will get better. I am taking vitamins. Which one's for your eyes? I don't know. I've got black spots in front of my eyes. I can see them. And when I look at things, everything's blurry all the time. And I can't wear these on like all the time either because they make me sick. I don't know why. They're just the magnifying glasses. But if I try and walk around with them on, I start feeling sick. I don't know. I'm Kai said I've read every ERB book and I want to know which vitamins, Keck, for your eyes. Alex said, don't forget to hit the likes, folks. Keck said, only a leftist troll would put a mask on a cat that's an animal abuser and is a troll. Yeah. Davis said, I was 15 when that song hit the charts and already an incurable romantic. Wanda said, Chilbury is a troll or so. No, Chilbury's been around a while. He or she does not believe in Trump. But I understand that, believe it or not. Up until about 6 years ago, I thought there was no hope either. We were gone. We were goners. That's it. He got timed out and split, I guess. Don't forget to follow my other one. Yeah, don't forget that. Keck said, once upon a time, communist trolls would make up their own material. Now the trolley troll all are parroting the lamestream media. Keck said, about now I miss the Fabians and Bernie bros. SW said, the poor veggies have 2 degrees. They'll need a hot water bottle. I know. I just put them out there and I'm going to have to put the frost or snow blanket on them tonight, I think. I am Kai said, I like the part in Big Stan when the prison guards see his anal tattoo and are terrified. Never seen that. Dan Markle said 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alex said, I know your Stripe link is too long to post in the chat. Is it? Haven't we done that before? Let me just have a look. How do I get a link? Shivers. I don't know how to get the link. More. I don't even know where to get my link from. It's in the description, though. Payment links. Copy. And let me see if I can do it. I don't know. Did that work? That worked. Did it? I don't know. Where am I up to? Oh, shoot. I'm back there. David said 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Trump announcement. That's what I heard, just under an hour and a half away, according to my clock. 3 away here. Hang on. Is that Florida time? 9 p.m. Florida time. Is it? I don't know. Luna's laughing. King. Alex said, if you'd like to donate to Hev, please see Strike, link in the description of the video. Menacing said, oh no, not that picture again. I just puked a little. Senatron said the morbid fantasy of Klaus Schwab has been inflicted on the world. Yes. I'll keep inflicting it till people realise how insane this is and who's running it. King Snurgle said, Luna, that took a while to click. You need to increase your intake of haggis, the brain food of choice for mental Highlanders. David said, it's only 6:30 EST right now. Said Neo, how you going, Neo? It's only 6:34 in Florida. Alex said, please add warning before showing swabby bum picture again. I need time to get the vomit bucket. Okay, I'll let you know next time. Keck said, Klaus did dress up like that. Do you see the other where they all dresses like freaks? David says 7:35 a.m. here, Neo. We're 13 hours ahead when EST goes off summertime. Menacing Muskrat said, I wonder what the others are wearing at that beach photo of Schwab. Yeah, it's a humiliation ritual. That's what I think. Another one. Not only is Madonna licking the dog bowl a humiliation ritual, but Klaus Schwab might have been in a humiliation ritual. David said, you guys are up in my 65-inch TV, only uses my PC monitor. Cool. David said, I just joined the United Dyslexic, lol. Don't worry, I'm a bit that way too sometimes. I don't know why, but I am. Alex said, apparently Rumble says 9 p.m. EST, but Truth Social says 8 p.m. for that announcement, so I don't know now. I am Kai said, my TV is strictly for YouTube and PS4. Yep. Menacing Muskrat said, Klaus Schwab, hashtag click who gives the geeks the right to be in charge of the world and sanity. Canadian girl said, Alex, I've seen so many times now, I think they're playing with us. David said, if it's 8 p.m., he's up shortly. I'll just go check. Oh, please do. Let me know. Carl said, don't scream, just discussion, mute when he talks. But then I can't hear him. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Luna said, King, I'm more listening to Hev cleaning than typing and reading at the comments. 1 hour, 20 minutes to 8 p.m. EST. Alex said, I think they've always been playing with this Canadian girl ever since I can remember anyway. I am Kai said, I'm about to cook, maybe. Keck said, I'm not only dyslexic, I'm also part of the Kekistan Weaponized Autism Network. Good on you, Keck Rangel. Canadian girl said, yeah, but this time thing today is crazy. Yeah, the time thing today is crazy. Well, Senatron said, I meant to say ceremony of the swords. Alex said, all these time zones can be confusing. God, yeah. Okay, there is the link. Social anxiety disorder, so I killed my emotions. David said, lol, Zenny can't write sword without writing word. Alex said, I need one of those walls with all them clocks of the different times on them. Yeah, I need one of them too. Menacing Muskrat said, nothing can stop what is coming. I have to turn this heater on, guys. I'm so sorry, but I have no choice. It's starting to freeze. The heater under the desk. Hopefully it won't. Yes, you'll be able to hear that, I'm sure. Nothing can stop what is coming. Canadian girl said, me too, Canada has 6 time zones, maybe 7. Yeah, we have a few here in Australia. It's weird. Keck said, not only have I no feelings and humanity loss, if I had a conscience, I'd leave it today. David said, we're 8 hours ahead of you, Alex. When 7 when you're on summertime, we don't fiddle with the clocks in Western Australia, so it's always the same time here. Yeah, in Western Australia, yeah. Whereas here in Eastern Australia, we are all over the place. Xenotron said the fact they have to produce a report to say it was clean, if it was, people wouldn't need to be assured or reports sold to the people. I Am Kai said small mood swings with last head bump, but that's better now. Oh, good. Keck said, I'm deaf in one ear and can't hear out the other, lol. David says, so true, you get it. I Am Kai said, deaf right ear. Keck said, God damn, her ass looks like small melon up in her. I can't tell if that's her or not. Xenotron said the pilot may have had a heart attack. Okay. Of which one? The little plane? Because that's the one that went careening into the other one. King Snurgle said the Aussie government decided it wouldn't fiddle with the clocks. They didn't have the time as they were too busy fiddling with the kids. Yeah, and the selections. Xenotron said, were the air traffic control on a coffee break? Didn't they have radios and a computer? Darren said, hi, guys. Been watching on TV and thought I'd come in. How you going, Darren? Hev is 10 hours ahead of me at the Mo. David, I wish they wouldn't mess with the time at all. No need to anymore. And Kai said, hey, Darren. And Alex said, sorry, Hev is now 11 hours ahead. David said, they fiddle them in eastern states, King Snurgle. We've had several referendums here. They keep trying, but we in the West want the clocks left alone. Good. Keck said, hey, Alex, that they only call me that in England. I Am Kai said, Hev is dyslexic. Yep. Sometimes I am. I read things the wrong way around sometimes. Never used to, but I do now. Darren said, by the way, Trump's Rumble says the 9 p.m. Eastern due to clock changes. I don't know if that's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. here in UK. I Am Kai said, untie, it was a joke. Hey, Jim, how you going? Alex said, Sir Keck, I'm in England. David said, oh, no, Alex, why don't they just get up earlier if they want to see more daylight? That's what I do, always greet the sun when it rises. I Am Kai said, hey, Jim. Deb said, I check up. Yep. Jim said, hey, Kai. Keck says, you been at Daddy Dragons? Jim said, sun gazing heals eyes. Well, I don't know. Symbolism will be their downfall. Pelosi and Hammer, Speaker of the House, uses the hammer. Yeah. Hammer. Hammer time. Pineapple juice that say cures floaters. Does it? Okay. Alex said, hey, like to mess us up for a few weeks while we all adjust, David. David said, I've given up hope of ever seeing the new frontier until Trump came along as a scene 6 years ago, gave me a reason to live longer. That's exactly what I saw, David. We were heading for it no matter what, and nothing was going to stop that until someone popped their head up and I went, let's see, and watched and seen what was going on and went, oh, okay. So that's why I believe in that, you know. I Am Kai said, big stand is hilarious. David said, I regard their very existence as harassment of the people, Alex. Alex said, I tried to post the link for Stripe, but it's too long, so I did. Why is it long? Jim said, go to your channel, top right, share, copy link. Keck said, only people who watch fake news are blacked on Trump. He is on trial every day here, and they try Trump during soap opera here every day. SW said, yes, David, I agree. Even if he fails, is given hope. ET time, says Jim. Alex said, that does work. I was trying to repost the link from the website. Let me try something else. Yeah, there you go. Have posted it. Keck said, yeah, Daddy Dragon knighted me for my riding stunts. Alex said, that didn't work. It kind of looks like it did. Oh, it's got a couple of dots at the end. I Am Kai said, it's pizza 30 here. Are you eating pizza, are you? Keck Rangel said, I will not let England down. I may have to live in exile there day one. Jim said, page not found. Alex said, yeah, I know I'm Kai, but sometimes people don't check descriptions, so I like to add it to the chat. It's in the description if anyone wants it anyway. Rutchkin said, little Schwab villain in panties has taken over the world. King Snurgle said, often a humiliation ritual has to be undergone before a major promotion to show they'll do anything for their cause. Yeah, well, that beach photo looks like it's from a couple of years ago. Xenotron says it's not a humiliation ritual for them. It's an opportunity to be stunning and brave. Alex said, hey, Jim, yeah, I was trying something else and it didn't work. And Jim said, hello, Alex. Alex said, where did you post? Jim said, 5x5, 555. Darren said, you can't have computer issues, Alex. You have control of the matrix. Alex said, I have the link. I don't know what I'm saying. I bashed my head earlier. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Xenotron said, for the ladies, anyone notice that our panties now have an extra room in the front and smaller at the back? Oh, no, they don't, do they? A pouch for the men who want to be ladies. Oh, dear God. Iron Kai's laughing. Alex said, hey, Darren, I'm having a moment. King said, Xenotron, just spin them around. Should work out okay. Darren said, have as many moments as you like, Alex. Iron Kai's laughing. Dave said, pilot heart attack would not induce such a targeted descent path. I'm thinking UAVs or suicidal pilot with possible grudge against other pilot. Alex said, is that for all the chicks with dicks, Xenotron? Xenotron said, lols, Kings, you are a bit of fun. Yes, Alex, for sure. Xenotron said, I noticed it at Cotton On. Oh, no. Alex said, oh, did I say that out loud? Did I say it out loud? I did. I read it. Oh, Keck Rangel said I should be cleaning up a bit here, but I'm an American guy. I don't do things like that. It's not cool. I'm too Giga Chad. The kids will not approve, or worse, they call me a boomer. Xenotron said, no, you didn't, Alex. Alex said, I'll have to keep an eye out. Women will soon have nothing and be happy. Oh, dear, yeah. Alex said, Xenotron. King Snowball said, Xenotron, my wife would strongly disagree with you. She thinks teasing is a mental torture deserved of being up in the court of human rights. Xenotron said, but I read your thoughts, lols. Darren said, isn't a chicken with a dick called a rooster? Yep. Xenotron said, your wife is a hero then. Keck said, you might be taking enough vitamins, but the cigs will deplete them, and apple juice is good for floaters, but not the stuff that has all the high fructose corn syrup. Okay. Apple and pineapple juice, by the look of it. Darren said, no fear, Alex. If they get past puberty, most men can't leave real women alone. Davis said, your wife should learn to play you at your own game, King. Women are usually much better at teasing men than the other way around. Carl said, yikes, 1 p.m. Davis said they wanted a new 10 commandments. Yeah. Did anyone know what happened at Mount Sinai when they all went up there? Xenotron said, right again, King, just wait a few weeks. They will appear plastered all over for something or other. Darren said, crotchless wouldn't have the front pouch issue. Yeah, well, they should just wear crotchless then. The men who want to be women. Alex said, have you read that out loud? Love you, Hev. Keck said, is that how they be brave, lol, freaks? They said, Alex, I don't know how I missed that comment. Canadian girl says, does anyone remember when Trump Melania signed a document into law on the 4th July one year? Had something to do with Constitution. I wonder if that has anything to do with tonight. I hope so. I hope it's big. I'm waiting for something, anything. King Snowball said, David, you've forgotten my wife is an American. The only explanation needed to explain Biden and Pelosi getting where they are. Yanks about to get 9. Irony. Canadian girl said I was out at Mount Rushmore. David said, I'm a boomer and no one insults me by calling boomer boom. Darren said they almost had me being happy. Then they released the pic of Schwabby. Alex said, King has a bad influence. Has had a bad influence. David said, I guess they are, King. Took them about 2 decades to cotton on to Monty Python. Darren said, I forgot about the commandments thing. I have to find out what happened. David says, sounds like it happened. Heart attack, I just told you. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, though, and we'll find out sooner or later. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today, and I will be back on Saturday as usual. Hang on. Menacing Muskrat said they went to the wrong mountain. Sinai, the real mountains. Sinai's in Saudi Arabia. Ron Watt proved it. Oh. David said they wrote 10 draft climate commandments. I don't think Poppy would dare mess with Moses. Probably just a FF scare saying he would do that. Keck said, I'm not lying. Chicks are hot for me when they see me fill the bottom of a shopping cart. Here it has come to that now. We have food, but all of it is mostly double price. Alex said, this has been an awesome surprise live. And Deb said, much love to all. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And try to keep sane while the craziness is going on. And I will talk to you on Saturday if I haven't gone crazy by then. Okay, guys, have a good one.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.